What's up, guys? Burden from editgaming.com here, and today I wanted to share with you the difference between toughness and vitality when it comes to selecting your gear for dungeons. You should check out the site at editgaming.com for the full guide for selecting your dungeon gear, but I just wanted to cover one subject in a video, and that would have to do with the toughness versus vitality and what each one actually offers you and the benefits and downside of vitality and toughness. Okay, so let's actually discuss the difference between vitality and toughness and whether or not it fits your build. So for vitality, each point increases your total health pool, while toughness increases your total defense. Now, having a large health pool is might seem like a good thing, but it's very susceptible to direct damage. I mean, if you have 20,000 health, it doesn't really matter if you're taking an 8,000 damage backstab and then a 5,000 damage steal from a thief. So if you're going for a high vitality type of build for your gear, what you need to focus on are utilities that provide you extra defense. So when you see that type of burst coming, and we're talking about dungeons and things like that. So even when you see burst coming in a dungeon from a boss, you need the utilities and some sort of traits to help you increase your defense when you really need it, when you see that burst coming. And the same thing goes for toughness, except it's reversed. What toughness builds have to worry about are conditions, because conditions do the same amount of damage to you no matter how much toughness you have. So with toughness builds, you're going to have a lot less HP, so you can't withstand the conditions as much as a high vitality build can. So what high toughness builds have to worry about, they have to worry about condition removal. So they need some sort of utility for the condition removal, or they need some sort of some way to work it out in their traits to remove conditions. So if you went to our site and checked out our elementalist build that we just put up for the support elementalist in PvP, you'll see how the elementalist has tons of condition removal because it's a high toughness build and it can't withstand conditions. It has to remove the conditions right away. It can't withstand the conditions like a vitality build can. So when you're looking at vitality and toughness, the two things to look at are conditions and direct damage, and how your build for whatever you're doing, a dungeon or you're in PvP or you're doing dynamic events, how your build can handle each one of those. If they can handle conditions well, if they can handle direct damage well. And if they can't, then it kind of advises you what type of stat to get. So for example, right now I'm running a dual pistol and elixir gun engineered, which is kind of like a condition build and support build. This is what I use in PvE, and I use toughness because I have a lot of condition removal, and I have decent healing too. So when I go into a dungeon, I can support my allies by removing conditions and things like that. And my toughness, it doesn't matter so much that I don't have a high health pool because I'm mitigating a lot of the direct damage, and then I just have to worry about removing the dangerous conditions when they're applied. Another thing to think about when you're trying to choose between vitality and toughness is vitality is usually better for offensive type of builds, whether it be support, offensive support, or just more damage oriented. Where toughness is much more on the defensive side of builds, where you could have like a defensive support, or you could have kind of a tanky character. Another thing you have to think about when you're trying to choose between vitality and toughness is the availability of other stats on the gear. For example, there's gear that is power, precision, vitality, or power, toughness, vitality, or precision, condition damage, toughness. And if you look at our guide on our site, I list off some of the more popular ones. And I already gave you an example of my engineer. I'm doing precision, toughness, and condition damage because I'm a condition damage based build along with some support. So I have the toughness and condition removal through my skills, and then I use the precision because I apply bleeds or other things when I crit. Kind of like a ranger, is the first one that comes to mind when they have a trait that gives you a 33% chance to apply a bleed on crit. So if you have something like that, in your traits, then you need to think, well, you need precision to apply these more bleeds. So what are other good stat choices that come on the gear? So precision, blank, and blank. So those are a few tips on vitality and toughness. I hope it helped out a little bit. But if you want to see the full guide, you could go to our website. It's very simple. And then I kind of just list off some, I give you a few examples between vitality and toughness when the situation would be better to have more vitality. Like I said, with conditions, it's much better to have vitality, as long as you have some sort of utilities or something to increase your defense, or maybe become immune for a couple of seconds. So visit our site and check out the guide and let me know if it helped you out. Alright, thanks guys. This has been Burden from addictgaming.com, and if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them below and I'll try to get back to you. Also visit our site. You can hop in the forums and ask us there, or on the guide you can leave a comment if you have a question, or if you have you're just kind of confused about something. I'll do my best to help you out. Also, if you liked our content, please subscribe and share it with your friends, and that really helps us out, so we would really appreciate that. Alright guys, again, this has been Burden from addictgaming.com, and I'm here to remind you that gaming addiction is not a bad thing, so keep on gaming. Hey, what's up guys, Burden from Addict Gaming here. I'm going to show you a Ranger PvP build that I've been using the past week or so.